ओम सर्व वेदांत सिद्धांत गोचरम तम गोचरम गोविंदम परमानंद सद्गुरुं प्रणतोस्म्यहम्. We have been studying Sri Shankaracharya's Viveka Chudamani, and in the last occasion we have studied up to Shloka 148. And the running topic is, after showing discrimination gradually with gross body, subtle body, and causal body, then he described the real nature of Atman. And then what is Bandhan, how it has come, that he has described. And automatically, how that Bandhan will go has also been described. Now, what is the topic today? Topic today is again discrimination, again, in a different style. Firstly, discrimination between the real nature and gross body, subtle body, and causal body was done. But there are other things require discrimination because there is an eternal confusion. Confusion is not intellectual confusion. Eternal wrong identification with some more things. And so that topic is now taken up. Gross body, subtle body. Within subtle body, there are different layers of subtlety. There is a vital sheath. There is an organic sheath. And there is a psychic sheath. All these three sheaths belong to the subtle body. And to the causal body, the I consciousness that is there. So, this way the discrimination now takes place because we are, if we see ourselves, sometimes we feel we are the body. Sometimes, or a little introspective person, a little transcendental person knows that he is not the body. He is the vital forces which live in the body and work. We eat food, who digests it, not the body itself. Digestion means making the food distributed between blood and all the constituents of the body. There is some system, there is a vitality in us. And that from the eaten food, it makes all these substances. And the most gross part of the food is thrown away, excreted. And the subtlest part goes to make the mind also. So this is we. We live in the body and do this work. What are we? That vital self. Now, physical self. Physical self. That means I am the body. 99% of the people live in I am the body only. All the animals live in I am the body. Those with a little evolved consciousness, when they understand, when they realize that they are not the body, but they are the vital personality, using the body, living in the body and doing work, or getting related with the outside world, objects of the outside world, through eating, drinking and all that. So what we call that body now? Food body Annamaya Kosh, grossmost body, was being felt as self, Annamaya Atma. But when the consciousness evolves, when we transcend this gross body and we feel, we live as vitality living in the gross body, then what is the gross body? Gross body is a sheath. Sheath example automatically comes. We don't require Shankaracharya to call it sheath. If something we are holding as our self, and we understand it is not our self, but we are living in that self, so automatically it is called a sheath. And inside that I am living. Then, with further evolution of consciousness, further transcendental awakening of the consciousness, we feel no, that is not myself. Eating, drinking, digesting food, excreta, some more things are there. No? Blood is circulated throughout the body to the last point and is pulled back also. So that is also a function of the vital force. So there are 5 functions of this vital force. We need not go into the details, but this I am not. This comes by spiritual evolution, and then we find we are the indriyas. We are the manomaya kosh. Pranamaya includes vital personality, karmic personality, my organs of action on. That is one personality. And these organs of action and vital, then I understand I am not that. I am using that. I am inside that. I am the reality of that. Inside means I am the reality of that. I am the reality. And what is that I? Mind. Mind is the, you see, the whole Western world at the most feels mind is the soul. That means I am the mind. And for the mind to interact with the outside world, for the mind to live in this body, I require the organs of action and vital forces. Without that, this mind cannot live in this body. So I'm inside this vital. Now, what we call that vital? We are calling vital self. Now, when we understand we are not the vital self, but we are its reality, then we call that vital self sheath. Again, I say Shankaracharya is not required to call that. Any common understanding will say that which I was feeling as myself. And when I understand or realize that I am not that self, I am somebody living inside. I am the reality of that. So that thing becomes a sheath. The reality becomes like a sword kept in a sheath. Now, I don't think in the whole humanity, majority, the vast majority cannot go beyond this. Most of them do not go beyond body itself. But some evolved souls, they give too much importance to the mind in the sense, I am the mind. I am the mind, I cannot live. Mind cannot live independently. Mind has to use the vital forces and the organs of action, and requires a place to live in, that is body. And so both of them are called now sheaths. And I am the mental, psychic, we say, psychic self. Now, within the psychic self, we are not going to distinguish now. There is an intellectual self, there is a feeling self that we shall see later on. But this is the then very, very, very rare people evolve further. Indians naturally evolve further. There is no question of superior inferior, but that is in the blood of the Indians, was at least, that I am not this mind. Mind, I am the reality of the mind. I live within this mind. What I am? I am the I consciousness. I am the I consciousness. Somehow associated with, somehow bound by this body and this mind, including the vital forces. So what I call this mind then? Sheath. What is the reality or sort? I. This has a name called Vijnanamaya Kosha. Vijnanamaya Atma becomes later on, later on. Later on, when I understand that I am not, this is not my reality, then it will become Vijnanamaya Kosha. Before that, Vijnanamaya Atma. I consciousness associated with body and this particular body and mind is the Vijnanamaya Atma. And when it works, it requires the mind. When it lives, it requires the vital forces and the organs of action. Now, it also uses the five organs of perception. This I consciousness, it does not only exist, it functions. And for its functions, it requires five organs of perception: seeing, touching, smelling, tasting, hearing. This is I. I am consciousness along with five organs of action, perception, but I have to use the five organs of action. I have to use the mind to function. I have to use the vital sheath. I have to use my body. I have to live in that body. So this is called the Vijnanamaya Atma. Now evolution takes place. And now the what is the direction of evolution? When further evolution takes place, we feel I am a reflection. I am not the original. This consciousness does not belong to me originally. Reflection is the approximate word used. We should not take it literally, reflection. It may be the other way around. What? I am a limited consciousness, contracted consciousness, limited by my body and mind. I am contained in my body and mind. So the technical term is parichinna paricheda. Bimba pratibimba or parichinna paricheda. These are the ways to understand relation between my apparent self and my real self. So what happens when this apparent self finds out, tries to find out its own reality, joins with that reality, gets some relation with that reality. In various ways it can happen. I can feel he is my father, I am the son. Sometimes they feel he is my child because I love him. And sometimes I feel he is my being, I am a reflection. He is my being, I am somehow contained in this body and mind. Like the example of life, space and space in a jar. There is no difference between the space and space in a jar. But because there is a jar, we feel there is space in the jar. So this type of relation, now the funny thing happens. As soon as we get united, loosely, more intensely, still more intensely, but as soon as a union takes place between this I with its own reality, the first reaction is joy, bliss, happiness. It is not connected with anything outside. It is not that apparent pleasure of my organs touching an object. It is neither a joy derived by mental thinking or feeling. No, it is a joy felt by my getting united, connected with my reality. So that is myself. That is myself, not this I. When I find I is a reflection or I is a container content light, and when I become united with my reality, I feel bliss. And I feel that bliss is myself. Then what this I consciousness becomes? A sheath. The inner reality is bliss. Now we don't have to go further inside. But what is the base of this bliss? What is the base? If I can reach that base, then I will be lost. Up till now, there is I in union with my reality. And this union takes place various days, degrees, grades, various types of relations. This union takes place. And this union itself is felt as my real nature. I, not related with my mind or body, I related with my reality. This becomes myself. And the base of this, the base, the background, the base, which has given me this bliss. The union with that has given me this bliss. That is my real nature. So, Brahma Pucham Pratishtha. Anandamaya becomes kosher, and we don't go inside the kosher, but the basis of that kosher is bliss. Brahman. Ananda. Anandamaya means Ananda felt. And Ananda Swarup means I am the bliss. So this Ananda Swarupa becomes the real self, and that is the real self. Now, this discrimination is necessary because we are in different stages, feel these different things. So that is the topic taken up from Shloka 149. कोशैः अन्नमयाद्यैः पञ्चभिरात्मा न संवृतो भाति निजशक्तिसमुत्पन्नै शैवालपटलैरिवाम्बुवापी स्तः. In the syntax, one has to be careful. कोशैः अन्नमयाद्यैः पञ्चभिरात्मा न संवृतो भाति is written, but that is because of the poetry. Koshir Anyamayadai Panchaviratma Samruto na bhati. That is the syntax. Koshir Anyamayadai Panchavir Atma Samruto na bhati. So, Atma or the real self does not shine, does not get expressed because it is Samruto, covered by Annamaya Adi, Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, Anandamaya, Panchakoshas, Panchabhi, Annamayade, Panchabhi, Koshaihi, Samruto, Atma, Nabhati. Now, where from these have come? Atman itself is appearing this. Important thing, transcendent, immanent, we must feel. Not that they are not myself and they are some foreign elements. No, that will become like Sankhas. But here, Atma appears like the body. Atma appears like this. So finally, what are they? Appearances of Atma. They are in themselves unreal, in themselves, they are not Atman, but they are the shadows, reflections, limitations of Atman. So, Nija Shakti Samutpannai. Atman has a power, inherent power, as appearing through this. Atman has an inherent power of appearing like body, appearing like mind, appearing like vital forces, appearing like I, appearing like the bliss of union. So, Nija Shakti Samutpannaihi. Nija Shakti Samutpannaihi Koshaihi. The sheaths are produced from Shakti means Atman's power, inherent power of appearing in their form. Now understand? Body is not myself, but myself appears as body. That is the relation. For body and other things, some devil is not required to create. Some prakriti is not required to create. Some pradhan is not required to create. Atman itself, there is no creation. Atman appears as all this. So this is this truth has to be understood. This is not Atman, but it is an appearance of that very Atman. Nija Shakti Samutpannai. Example. Shaivala Patalir Iva Ambu Vapi Stham. Vapi means a well. In well there is water. And when the water is stagnant for some time, the moss comes on it. Where from that moss comes? From the water itself. But when the moss comes, what happens? Water is covered. Moss becomes the covering of. Example is little grass, but what we can do? We cannot write example for Brahman. So an example of our daily experience that there is water in the well, the water itself appears as the moss. From the water itself, the moss is produced, and that moss covers the water. In that way, all these five sheets are result of the power of Atman to appear, and they cover the Atman. This is the beautiful discrimination. तच्छैवालापनये सम्यक् सलिलं प्रतीयते शुद्धं तृष्णासन्तापहरं सद्यः सौख्यप्रदं परं पुंसा. Now the trend in these shlokas is not only to tell about the bandhan, but how we get mukti. Side by side, both are being told. So, that shaivala, that mass, apanaye, when we remove that, samek, nicely removed. Salilam, water, pratiyate shuddham, appears purified, appears pure. When the mass is removed, mass is not mixed with that water. Mass is only covering the water. So when the mass is removed, the water appears very pure and it has some qualities, that water. Krishna Santapaharam, it quenches our thirst and it makes us cool when we are heated by the sun's rays or otherwise. Santapa, Santapa here does not mean any anger or other things. Santapa means the heat or from any hot thing, sun or fire or anything, water cools us and water also quenches our thirst. Sadhya, immediately. Saukya Pradam, and immediately it gives pleasure, happiness. Param Punsa, for the man, Param means beyond all this. So the happiness is beyond all this, the real happiness is beyond all this. And real happiness we don't have to achieve. We have to remove those things which are covering our happiness. For that, this Shaivala or Moss example is very much suited. पंचानामपि कोशानाम् अपवादे विभात्ययं शुद्धः नित्यानंदैकरसः प्रत्यग रूपा परम परः स्वयं ज्योति. So the example was given, now it is being applied to the exemplified. All these five sheaths, we understood what is sheath now. That which was felt as self, later on they realized that I am the reality of this, I am inside this, they become the sheaths. Apavade, on the removal. Now, the koshas don't have to be removed physically. Apavade means when we go beyond them, when we evolve and when we transcend them. That is called apavad. Vivati, I am Shuddha, I am this man, shines. Just like the removal of moss makes water pure, as soon as they are removed, this self shines pure. And it is found that it is unchangingly bliss and unchangingly bliss. Rasa. Rasa is the name of God. Rasa is that getting which we become happy. Raso Vaisa Rasami eva labdva anandi bhavati. So Ananda experienced Rasa, the source of that experience. So this is I myself. I myself am pure when I transcend the five sheaths. I am unchanging, one without a second. Ananda, the source of Ananda, Pratyag Rupa. This I found by going inside me. Inside I went. Inside the body, inside the mind, inside the eye consciousness, inside the appearance of bliss. And there I got my own real nature, Pratyag Rupa, Paraha, beyond everything, Swayam Jyoti, self-luminous, consciousness by itself, that is very nature. I don't require an outside light to realize myself. I give light to the suns and moons. That is my real nature. That wonderful real nature is realized by transcending over the five sheets. So we come back to discrimination, bandhan mukti, atma and atma viveka, kartavyo bandha muktaye vidusha, tenaivanandi bhavati, swam vidnyaya satchidanandam. So the vidusha, the man with knowledge, what he has to do? He has to discriminate between his real nature and that which is not self. Kartavyo. He has to do that. Bandha muktai. To be free from the bondages of desires, bondages of imperfection, bondages of wrong knowledge. He has to, if wants to be free from that, he has to do this discrimination. Tenaiva. That is the only way to become blissful. Anandi bhavati. Not by eating or drinking or this or that. It is a very temporary joy resulting in misery, but by discrimination, finding our own real nature, teneva anandi bhavati swam vidnyaya, by realizing one's own real nature, what is that? Satchidananda. Existence infinite. The very existence itself. We don't say Atma exists. Atma is the existence itself, consciousness itself, bliss itself. That is my real nature. And I realize it by discrimination. That is why it is called Viveka Chudamani. Another sadhana example. Munjadi Ishikamiva Drishya Vargat Pratyancham Atmanam Asangam Akriyam Vivicha Tatra Pravilapya Sarvam Tadatmana Tishtati Yaha Samukta, who is free very patiently with a mind which is very, very, very peaceful, very, very, very restful, not restless. How much? There is the munja grass. It has three blades. And the central blade, if you try to pull out, it breaks. But with care and caution, with absolute patience, absolute undisturbed mind, we can pull it out. That much patience is necessary. Drishyavarga. That means I see this world, I see my own body, and as I evolve, Drishyavargat, mind you, as I evolve, I see my own mind. As I evolve, I can see my ego, I can see my I consciousness. So the whole thing becomes Drishyavarga, something seen. Drishyavargat, Munjadi Ishikamiva, Pratyancham, taking out. Atmanam, one's real self. Asangam, it is not attached to any of these things because they are unreal. Akriyam, Atma is not doing any action because it is one without a second what action it can do. Vivicha Tatra, now sadhana is being described. Huh? Atman has been discriminated from all this and then Pravilapya Sarvam, Tatra Pravilapya Sarvam. I discriminated Atman from all this, then where has all this gone? Not that it is lying somewhere. All that gets dissolved in Atman. When the pure Atman, the consciousness is discriminated, then the gross body and the subtle body and this and this and this, all that becomes dissolved in Atman. We don't see anything outside. Tad Atmana Tishtati. Now I stay as that Atman. I stay as my own real nature, in which first I discriminated it, and in which everything it became dissolved. So nothing apart from me. Samukta. He alone becomes free. So long as there is a duality, so long as there is something, it binds me by my attachment. But when all this discriminated and then dissolved, then I become mukta. Deho ayam anna bhavano annamayastu koshaha channena jivati vinashyati tadvihinaha त्वक्चर्म मांस रुधिरास्ति पुरीश राशिर नायम स्वयं भवितुमर्हति नित्य शुद्धा. So having given a general way of evolution, now it comes again back to the particulars. So he is describing now the Annamaya Kosha in detail. This body is Annamaya Bhavana. Bhavana is Kosh. Annamaya house in which I am living. Annamayastu Kosha. Annamaya Bhavano, Annamaya house is Annamaya Kosha. Another meaning of Annamaya, Annam, Anna Bhavano, not Annamaya Bhavana, my mistake. Anna Bhavana means made of food. This body is made of matter. This body is made of food. And we have found that it is a sheath. This body made of food is found to be sheath made of food. Annena jivati. It lives by food. Vinashyati tadvihina. If food is not given to it, it will die. And what is body? Both charma have been separated. Huh? The skin, which is used as the source of touch to understand heat, cold, smooth, and all that. And then inside that is the real skin, which is the bag on the body. So tvak and charma, mamsa, flesh, rudira, blood, asti, bones, purisha is the excreta, rashi is the heap. All the things are not necessarily, the marrow is not described, but almost everything is described. Nayam swayam bhavitum, it cannot be myself. It cannot be myself because I am absolutely pure. All these are impure things. I am pure eternally. So on this criteria, it cannot be myself. Made of food, lives by food, dies when the food is not there. It is a sheath and is made of charma, mansa, rudira, asti, purisha. It cannot become, it is not fit, na arhati. It is not fit to become my real self because my real self is Nitya Shuddha. So again, the gross body is being taken as a kosha and being described. Urvam janer adimruterapi nayamasti jata kshana kshana guno niyata svabhavaha naiko jadascha ghatavat paridrishyamanaha swatma katham bhavati bhava vikara vetta. Now, another thing. Before birth, this body was not there. And it will die, then it will not be there. And when it is Jata Kshana, for a moment it is living, Kshana Guna, that means by nature it is transient, Aniyata Svabhava. It is not of a fixed nature, it goes on changing. Naiko, and it is not one whole, it has so many parts. Jadasya, it is matter. Ghatavat paridrishyamana, just as we see a jar, we see our own body. How it can be myself? Bhava vikara vetta. Now I see the changes in my body. So how can I be body? I see the changes in my body, so my real nature cannot be the body. So discrimination of body as a sheep is being taken up. Pani padadi mandeho natma व्यंगेपि जीवनात् तत्तत् शक्तेर अनाशाच्च न नियम्यो नियामकः. Another way to look at the body, it has parts, hands and feet. This is the body. It cannot be my real self, which has no parts. Vyangepi jivanat. That means suppose my hand falls down, my hand is cut. Still the body lives, still I live. If I am body, if my part is cut, how can I live? But I live in the body. Body is not myself. Because sometimes the part is cut away and even then the body lives. Now this is a major cutting. Huh? Our hair, we always cut. Nails, we always cut. So we are not the body. Tat shakti ranashach. That means the power of grasping does not go. One beautiful thing I will say. The blind are very, very keen in their ears. That Shakti of seeing has gone into their ears. So does not go, though some limb is cut off. That is the nature of the body. No niyamyo niyamakaha. This has to be Self. Self is not niyamya. Body is niyamya, controlled by my will. Body is controlled by my will. It is not the ruler. The self has to be independent ruler. So, another way of discrimination is that body is made of parts. It does not lose its powers. So, it is something controlled. It is not the controller. So, it cannot be myself. Yeha tad dharma tad karma tadavasthadi sakshina sata eva sata siddham tad vailakshanyam atmanah. So body is there, body's functions are there, body's karma is there, body has different states. But I am witnessing all this. So I am not this body. I am witnessing all these things in the body. Sata eva sata siddham. It is proved, self-evident that I am not this body. Tad vailakshanyam atmana. It is self-evident that the Atman has different characteristics than this body. No, this is not myself. Yelle rashir maunse lipto malapurnoti kashmalaha katham bhaved ayam vetta swayam etad vilakshana. So now a little decrying the body is being told so that we get sufficient vairagyam, don't get attached to this body and can really come out of it unscathed. So a little decrying the body is necessary. So he says, Shelle Rashir Maunse Lipto. What is body? Some bones to which some flesh is attached. Some heap of bones to which some flesh is attached, and Malapurno, inside dirt. Ati Kashmala, very impure. Very impure, inside there is dirt, outside will not see. But the inner view is being shown. Pratham Bhavet Ayam Vetta, how it can be the knower is Swayam, Etad Vilakshana. The knower is always very different characteristic than this dirty, impure flesh attached to bones. How this can be? So the Viveka as coupled with Vairagya, so that we really transcend it, is being shown. Vagmamsa medosti purisha rasho aham mati moodajana karoti vilakshanam vetti vicharashilo nijaswarupam paramartha bhutam. So this tvacha, flesh, meda has come now, fat, bones and excreta, rashi, heap of this. And we call this as I. Only deluded persons can do like that. Only deluded persons can feel that they are this body. Then the body is of such state. Karoti. Only deluded persons say that or feel that I am this body. Vicharashilo, one who is proper thinking has come. It is his habit to think out things, Viveka. Then he knows that I have a different characteristics. Vilakshana Vetti, Nija Swarupam, his own reality. He knows these very different characteristics. Paramartha Bhutam, it is the ultimately real. Dehoha Mityeva जडस्य बुद्धिर देहे च जीवे विदुषस्त्वहं विधि विवेक विज्ञानवतो महात्मनो ब्रह्माहमित्येव मति सदात्मनि. So this body is I. This is the mentality of jada, inert people. Now there are scholars, learned people, those who have studied books. So they think that is my consciousness associated with the body is what I am. The deluded person thinks only body I am. Little learned man through books he knows, and I am the self-consciousness associated with this body. But that does not make the much difference. One Mahatma, one who has greater Antakaran is Mahatma. One is broad-minded, one is unselfish, one whose heart is big. He only can discriminate and experience according to that discrimination. Viveka Vijnana, discrimination and experience according to that discrimination, he only feels, I am Brahman. This is his mati, bodha, not intellectual mati. This is his bodha that I am Brahman, Sadatmani, always in his real self. This is his bodha. He cannot feel. The scholars feel they are associated with this consciousness and body. The man in the street thinks only body, but the man of discrimination and experience according to that discrimination knows that his Brahman is eternally his own real nature. So now the Guru is telling Shishya recommended Atratma Buddhim Teja Muda Buddhe Tvagmansa Medosti Purisha Rasho Sarvatmani Brahmani Nirvikalpe Purushva Shantim Paramam Bhajasva. So, my friend, you are deluded. You should give up this self consciousness about this body. This is only Tvagmansa Medo Asti Purisha He, but you should identify yourself with Purushva Atmabuddhim Purushva. In the first line, give up Atmabuddhi about this body, and then you should have Atmabuddhi about what? Sarvatmani Brahmani Nirvikalpe. Brahman which is everything, Brahman which has no other. With that we should identify, and it will give you absolute peace and bhajasva. Do like that. Do like that. Develop your consciousness like that. देहेन्द्रियादौ असति प्रमोदितां विद्वान् अहन्तां न जहाति यावत् तावन्न तस्यास्ति विमुक्तिवार्ता अपि त्वयेष वार्तापि अस्त्वेष वेदांत तनयांतदर्शी वेदांत नयांतदर्शी. So long as Deha, Indriya, etc., which are unreal, from delusion, the scholar makes high consciousness about them. So long as he does not give it up, yavat na jati, till then there is no chance of his getting mukti. Maybe he is a great scholar in Vedanta and great scholar in logic, but that does not help him unless this deluded identification with the body, which is unreal, unless he gives it up, he may be a great scholar of Vedanta, he may be a great scholar of logic, but no trace of mukti comes to his share so long as he does not give up this identification with the body. छाया शरीरे प्रतिबिंब गात्रे यस्वप्न देहे हृदि कल्पितांगे यथात्म बुद्धिस्तव नास्ति क्वचित् जीवत शरीरे च तथैव मास्तु. Now various examples are being given. Beautiful. Chaya sharire, our body, the reflection, the shadow of our body falls. Now, you do not have I consciousness about this shadow body. Pratibimba. In a mirror, you are seeing your reflection. You do not say that this is I, that reflection. In the dream, you have a body. I did this, I did that. After waking up, you do not identify with that person. Ridi kalpitange. It was conceived in your own heart or mind. It had all the imaginary parts. So now you are not identifying with that. As you do not have the Atma Buddhi, no Atma Buddhi about those things. Similarly, this living body also, you should not have Atma Buddhi. You should not have Atma Buddhi about this living body, as you do not have about the shadow body, as you do not have about the uh, reflected body, as you do not have about the imagined body in the dream. So, with this living body also, you should not have any identification. One more shloka there. Dehatma dhirev nrunam asiddhayam janmadi dukkha prabhavasya bijam yatastataस्त्वं jahita prayatnat takte tu chittena punarbhavasha. So Dehatmadi, the bodha that the body is myself, Nurnam asadhya. This is false bodha in men. And what it gives? Janmadi dukkha. Janma marana dukkha. That is how it will give. Prabhavasya bijam. It is the seed of Janma Marana Dukkha Parampara. Yata, because it is like this, tata svam jahima tam prayatnat. So make effort to give up this identification. Takte tu chitte, chitte. The mind itself has to be given up. Mind is thinking, I am this body. The mind itself, if you give up, then there is no question of your coming back. No punarbhavasha. Once you can separate yourself from the mind and the body, then there is no chance of your coming back. So this is all about the Annamaya Kosha or body. One by one you will take up the Panchakoshas and show that you are not that self. So this discrimination with gross subtle causal body was done now in a different way from the five apparent self which are sheaths. The discrimination is being shown and general has been shown now particularly about the Annamaya Kosha or the body. It has again been shown in a different way about the dirty nature of the mind, body, about the parts of the body. In that way, it has been shown that I am not this. And now, about the vital and karmic and other sheets, he will take up one by one. Om Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam Tamagocharam Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranatosmiham Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanam.